YouTube? It's James with Shyhammer Fantasy Battle Reports, and I got Game 3 at ETC Athens 2016. I don't know, I was about to say the wrong date. I was about to say like 2002 or some shit. I don't know what I was thinking. I kind of like zoned out right in the middle of my sentence there. What's going on, guys, man? Oh my god. So, if you guys haven't watched it yet, watch my first two battle reports at ETC. You guys could see me get my ass kicked twice by bad dice rolls. Alright, so we're going against England. Now, this is the thing. Each round at ETC, or each day at ETC, is only 2 rounds. So then by the start of the third round and the first round, the third round, and the 5th round, you know who your opponent is, or which team you're going to play against. You get some time to do some studying up. Now, here's the thing. We're playing England. I've already fought, actually, technically, in this picture right here, I fought all 3 guys in the front row. The guy on the left, Slatch, I played him in a Universal Battle game before we actually got to ETC for practice, and we ended up with a 10-10. The guy on the right, Chris Legg, if you watch my practice game, he kicked my ass. Arse. And then today, I'm going against the Vermin Swarm, which is the guy in the middle, Craig. Now, Craig, basically, when we were going over matchups, I told Chris, which is our team captain, you know, I would probably fare off better against their ONG guy, if that's possible. Don't put me against their the Infernal Dwarf Army, because we know what's going to happen, and he already knows what I have on my bag of tricks. And then I believe the rest of the armies were kind of tough on me. England had a pretty tough lineup against the ONG, so I was just kind of like, you know, I don't want to fight Sylvan Elves. I don't want to fight Lizardmen. Those are like 2 armies that just have like too much poison, too much avoidance, and they're just going to kill the spiders, get 500 points, and sit in the corner and hide from me. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to fight Empire. They just got 3 cannons, just like boom, 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 dead monster, boom, 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 dead monster. So it's like, you know, and the Undying Dynasty guy, which is Amit, which I don't know why they put Amit in the middle row. He should have been in the front row. But he should have. He has an avoidance list as well, where he just waits till later on in the game his ambushers pop up, and sure enough, I don't do anything to his army. So it just kind of left me with like very limited choices on the English guys, and they put me against Vermin Swarm, and I was just like, son of a bitch. Now, on all the matrices, on all the armies, on every country, Vermin Swarm I put as a bad matchup, because if you haven't seen an ETC list Vermin Swarm army, you're basically, you could look at whatever army you're playing right now, today, whatever army you're playing, and look and try to match it up against an ET style Vermin Swarm, and your army's probably gonna lose. You're probably like, oh, I got these crazy monsters. Nope, they got 2 Doom Wheels and 2 cannons. Oh no, I could do this. Nope, they got all these Globeteers throwing poison globes at you that just go through your armor. Well, I got this that could get it. Nope, you're gonna frickin' die, dude. You're fucking gonna die a very horrible, horrible death. So they put me against Craig, and I'm like, shit, I'm gonna die a very horrible, horrible death. So what I'm gonna do is, let's go over magic. Let's go over what he has. Let's go over what I have. Right here, I got my magic spells. I roll it, and BAM! I got the 4 magic damage spells I could actually roll. I got the Foot of Gork, I got Zap, I got the Big Green Moon, and I got Evil Eye. And I'm like, wow, I can't believe I even rolled that. And you know what? I'm not going to take the attribute for close combat, because I don't think I'm going to see close combat. So I'm just like, alright, I'll take it. For his wizards, he has 2 wizards here. I forgot which one's which. One of them's one of them's the other. Basically, Lore of Ruin and Shadow? I don't remember. This is his cluster of a mess. That is his army. On the right, you can see he has a giant block of Storm Vermin. On the left, he has some Plague Monk units. He does have 2 Doom Wheels. He has a bunch of... I probably should have waited till he took his army off of the tray, because you can't really tell what's going on here. Here's a better picture. You can see he has 2 cannons. He has 3 units of Globeteers. He has basically, like, that's his army, right? Now, I'm going to take advantage of 2 things. One, I'm going to take advantage. I won the roll off for who could drop first. So I dropped my whole army in this right corner. I'm like, you know what? I have to sit in this corner and clench my butt cheeks, okay? Because I can't move the spiders. the spiders are going to die really easy to both his doom wheels and his cannons, right? The trolls can kind of hold up a shot against his blocks because the trolls are very defensive. I put my guys behind the trees here because I'm going to go ahead and try to use some cover from the trees. Not only that, if he brings his army closer, because I'm not moving. I am not moving. I'm going to sit in this corner and just, like I said, clench my butt cheeks. I put both my goblins protecting my rock lobbers. I made sure there's no room for his gutter runners to pop out next to them. And if they do, they're going to get a fanatic in the face, basically. So that's what I'm going to do. And then on the left side, as you can see, I put the A-Rock. I kind of did this originally because I think he dropped first, or I dropped first. I dropped the Squig Hoppers, he dropped somebody, and then I dropped the A-Rock, and then he started deploying on that side. Then I deployed everything on the right side. I'm going to try to turn off the freaking messages because I'm getting a million messages. Or maybe if I ignore it long enough, they'll just stop making noise. Anyways, as you can see, this is kind of how he deployed. He deployed mostly center. Now it's breakthrough. Okay, he has to get across to my side. I have to get across to his. I already know I'm not getting across to his. I mean, that's a given. I mean, I could try. I could try to march through. I don't see it happening. But at the same token, I left this big wide open space, like a giant open freaking football field. Like, come on across. Come on, you can do it. For vanguards, I go ahead and I vanguard the Onion Knight back. I end up vanguarding, I believe, Chicken Head up a little bit, actually. And as you can see, I took turn 1. So it's going to go ahead. Turn 1, Orcs and Goblins. Turn 1, Orcs and Goblins. I move up a little bit with the Trolls and my Orcs. I figure I get in the trees, use them for cover for now. And I'm also trying to get my Orcs in range so I could get the Goblin spells off, I could get the Orc spells off, and I could have good range with my magic missiles and do what I need to do. So that's about it. That's all I moved, really. Magic phase, I got a blurry number. It looks like 9. I throw 4 dice onto the foot of Gork. Turn 1. I'm going to do this. I'm going to blow this motherfucker up, and boom! I roll 4 1s! What are the fucking odds of that shit? 4 1s on the foot of Gork. Come on! Come on, man. Alright, let's go ahead and do a couple dice onto the green moon. I failed. I think I failed everything. The only thing I got off was the evil eye, and he just stopped it anyways. And I was just like, wow, that kind of sucked. Oh, man. Anyways, shooting phase. I'm going to shoot my web launcher, and I'm trying to kill these fucking globadiers. Fuck these fucks. And, it drifts off a little bit. I end up killing off like 2 of them. They are web launched, which is actually a very awesome thing because them being web launched means they can't march, which slows down their movement, which means that I don't have to worry as much about them. I'm going to go ahead and shoot the other web launcher into his monks, I believe it was, and it ends up killing off like 2 or 3 of them. I go ahead and I shoot the rock lobber into his if I didn't do the doom wheel, I did the cannon. I don't even remember which one I did. I think I did the cannon, and it drifts off, hits a globadier in the head, kills off 2 globadiers. That's a good start. And I don't know why the pictures are coming up blurry for me. I think they're actually okay, though. Guys, if you can hear it, it's the ambulance. It's on its way. Alright, and that's about it. I killed a couple globadiers. I really didn't get any magic off. I didn't get any other good shooting off. It's going to go ahead and start off his turn. Vermin Swarm turn 1. Vermin Swarm turn 1. He's just going to go ahead and move up. Basically, and I mean, he has no fear. He doesn't fear me at all. The only thing he fears is actually marching, but he keeps his guys in a very tight knit in the middle. Magic phase, he got 6 power dice. He goes ahead and does a fireball into the trolls, and I think the trolls just shrug it off. They didn't even really care. Over here, the Jezzails are going to start shooting at my Onion Knight, and they kill the Onion Knight straight out. I take it back. The fireball did do 2 wounds. I just couldn't find my wound markers. Whatever. Over here, his Doom Wheel zaps, it fails its leadership check, and it kills off a couple of these plague monks. And then this one right here, oh my god. I'm thinking like, aha, I'm behind the cliff, and he's like, you don't need line of sight for zap, and I'm like, what? And sure enough, he's gonna go ahead and shoot, and he shoots it at the chicken rock. I think he doesn't even wound. He doesn't wound at all. So it's gonna go ahead and start off turn 2, Orcs and Goblins. Turn 2, Orcs and Goblins. I move the chicken rock back, and I'm still trying to web launch. I'm trying to get rid of, I mean, like, if I'm gonna be honest with you. First off, I couldn't charge because I blocked my own line of sight, right? So I can't get into his Doom Wheel right now. If I move up and around, I'm getting shot at with my cannons and globadiers. If I stay back here. At least the cannons can't shoot me for a turn. Really can't do much. I move Chicken Head way up there. Chicken Head's going for the cannons the following turn if he doesn't get Globadiered to death. And yeah, that's about it. So I move the Chicken Head or Chicken Rock back. I move the A Rock back. Just gonna have to deal with it. Alright. Magic Phase. I got 6 power dice. I go ahead and I do an Evil Eye into his freaking Globadiers. I only kill one Globadier. I go ahead and I do Zap, and he stops it. And then I go ahead and start doing the Web Launchers. Web Launcher into his Globadiers, drifts off, ends up hitting some of his Storm Vermin, hits the rats, kills off like 1 or 2 of them. This Web Launcher shoots, kills off 2 of the Storm Vermin, drifts off again. Or actually, that was the first Web Launcher, sorry. This Web Launcher shoots, ends up killing one of the Globadiers here. This Rock Lobber shoots, hits the freaking Doom Wheel. This is the Doom Wheel on the A-Rock side. Does 1 wound, or 2. Can't tell. Why are my pictures so damn blurry, man? And, anyways, this Rock Lobber misfires and breaks. It can no longer shoot for the rest of the game. And that's about it. It's going to start off his turn. Turn 2, Vermin Swarms, Craig Swarms. Alright. He moves his Doom Wheel back and rams right into Chicken Head. And I should have seen this one coming, but oh well. Yeah. Alright. He pops up his Gutter Runners here. And the other Gutter Runners fail to pop up. He's going to go ahead and continue moving up. He doesn't really care. He's just going, not even marching. He's just moving up. Which is even funnier to me because it's like it's scary as hell because he's going slow because he doesn't want to move any of the he doesn't want to take all these DT checks on the web launchers. He moves his Doom Wheel over here, and I had my Squig Hoppers on this side thinking like, haha. Now I already did. I think I ended up doing 4 wounds to that. I couldn't tell because the picture was real blurry to me. It was only 2. I ended up doing 2 wounds onto that. And I'm thinking like I'm gonna go ahead and just ram into it with the freaking Squig Hoppers, get impact hits, go ahead and attack. I think Simul, if not at the same, or he might go a little bit faster, but he is going to kill my Squig Hoppers. I'll lose that combat, but the thing is, I'm thinking maybe I could fly over this rock and hit him and kill his freaking Doom Wheel before he kills me. Alright, that's what I'm hoping. Magic Phase, he got 7 power dice, and he goes ahead and he does like a Thunderbolt or whatever, the Black Bolt, whatever it's called, right? Ends up hitting my trolls, killing 1 troll, whatever. Alright, this over here, Shooting Phase, ends up doing 1 wound onto Chicken Head, and that was it. These guys start shooting at the A-Rock, only do 1 wound. This cannon shoots at the A-Rock, does 3 wounds. And then Close Combat. Close Combat, he fails to wound Chicken Head, and Chicken Head swings and does 2 wounds to this Doom Wheel. Holy shit, Chicken Head. And Chicken Head's just going to reform facing him. Holy shit, Chicken Head. You motherfucker, you. And that was it for Close Combat. We're going to go into Orcs and Goblins, turn 3. Orcs and Goblins, turn 3. I went to go charge, and before I went to go charge, he's like, I'm putting up my banner, the lightning rod, or whatever it's called, which turns off my shooting and turns off my flying. That sucks! I couldn't charge over the rock into his Doom Wheel like I was planning because I can't fly. And he knew it. He knew it. So I just moved my A-Rock further this way. I figured it's inevitable. I'm just going to keep him further away from everybody else so that way when his Gutter Runners kill my A-Rock, it makes it harder for him to turn around and come back around. Like, make him waste turns. I moved my Nashers in front of his Doom Wheel because hopefully he doesn't kill them all. And I could do a wound or 2 maybe. Who knows. Magic Phase. Magic Phase, I got 10 power dice. I go ahead and I do an Evil Eye into his freaking Globadiers, kill off a couple more. Killed off 3 to be exact. I go ahead for Zap, he stops it. I go ahead and I do the Big Stomp, and I believe he might have Dispel Scrolled it actually. I don't remember. Shooting Phase. I'm going to shoot my Web Launcher into his, what did I hit? Whatever I hit, I got direct hit. Into his Storm Vermin apparently. Holy crap. I only did 2 wounds. That sucks. I thought I did more on that one. I shoot a rock into his... Oh, I'm sorry. I don't shoot shit. His freaking Doom Wheel kills Chicken Head in close combat. The other Web Launcher and Rock Lobber didn't do shit. And it's going to go ahead and start off turn 3. Vermin Swarm. Turn 3, Vermin Swarm. These other Gutter Runners pop up. Okay. These guys are still moving forward. He's moving his slaves up because Slaves are expendable. Why not? Even if I charge into the slaves, he can still shoot me. Magic phase got 7 power dice. And, yeah, I don't even have a picture of what he did. He might have done a thunderbolt to the A-Rock, but the A-Rock is dead. Could have just been shooting phase. I think maybe I turned off his magic on this phase, and he just shot me. Whatever. The A-Rock is dead. That's all you're going to see is just dead picture. It's just surrounded by gutter runners with poison, surrounded by globadiers who can shoot and wound on a 4-up, or just deal with the thunderbolt and die. Of course, the Doom Wheel ran in. Doom Wheel ended up getting 2 wounds from the Gnashers. I think it rammed, killed 2 of them. They attacked. They did 2 wounds back. I think that's what happened. And then, oh, no. That was his shooting phase. His shooting phase, he shot the zap, and it misfired, and he took 2 wounds. Oh, my God. There you go. Over here, this cannon shot misfires. This one, this is close combat. Close combat, he hits impact hits. He does 6 hits. Kills every single one of them. Wasn't even a chance. He just turns this way, basically, to stay away from my rock lobber. And it's going to go ahead and start off turn 4. Corner hammer, Orcs and Goblins. Oh, man. So I decide that Doom Wheel is wounded. His assassin's already popped up, so I don't have to keep protecting the rock lobbers. I'm going to go ahead and try to move up my Goblins on this side to try to get to the objective on that side and throw a fanatic through that Doom Wheel. That's what I'm thinking, right? I move my Chicken Rock this way, figure I might as well face the combat as it comes. Magic phase got 5 or 6 power dice. I go ahead and I do Evil Eye onto these Globadiers, kill off a couple of them, and then here it goes. The big green moon! Green moon! Let's do it! He stops it. I think this one he used the Dispel Scroll. Alright. Shooting phase. I'm going to release my Fanatic here into his Doom Wheel. It ends up hitting it, wounding it. Does, I think, a single wound. I don't think it did much. Rock Lobber shoots, gets a direct hit on the Doom Wheel that just got wounded, and BAM! Took that son of a bitch out! Holy crap. I lucked out on that one. The web launcher shoots, it misfires and takes a wound, and that is it. That's all she wrote. It's going into turn 4, Vermin Swarm. He's moving up. Now, if you haven't noticed, I actually moved back out of the forest because I'm trying to just goad him into coming towards my side here because I want to get favorable charges. So he moves his slaves like this. He moves his Storm Vermin like that. He's like, I don't care if you charge me. You won't be steadfast in that forest. And basically, this is how he's moving, right? He's like, do it. Do it. Now here's the good thing is I'm not afraid of doing the trolls into his Storm Vermin. Even if the assassin pops out, all these guys pop out, they all do their attacks, they have their freaking brews that are giving them either +1 to hit or extra attacks or death frenzy, whatever he has. I did wound enough where he doesn't have a back row. Okay. He does have a lot of goodies in that unit, but if I charge the trolls in, the trolls will do a good substantial amount of damage before they die, and it'll weaken them up for that way the Orcs can go in. The other thing I could do is I could hit the A-Rock into the slaves. I believe I have a flank attack. If I have a flank attack with the A-Rock, or Chicken Rock, and overrun into his unit, that's a possibility as well. So I'm looking at those options right here, right? Anyways, still his turn. Magic phase got 8 power dice. And he goes ahead and he does some sort of thunderbolt thing or whatever and does 1 wound onto the Chicken Rock, right? He does something else, does a wound to the trolls. Shooting phase, these Globadiers shoot, do a wound onto the Chicken Rock. These Globadiers shoot, do another wound onto the Chicken Rock. Maybe not. That was it. It's going to go ahead to turn 5, Orcs and Goblins. Turn 5, Orcs and Goblins. They fucking failed their stupidity twice! Twice! What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Come on! Come on! This was the turn to charge! Oh my God! What the hell? Out of all the times to fail the charge, I mean, yes, it's a gamble. Yes, I'll lose my 377 point unit or whatever it was. But the point was to do a substantial amount of damage so that way the Orcs could finish it up. Not only that, but I'm setting it up so I could green moon them. And they don't care. They're like, no, fuck that. We're stupid. We don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I do some ETC shenanigans on this side. I tried to do a swift reform, conga line my freaking goblins to try to move them to the other side and get more inches, so that way I could get the objective for breakthrough. Didn't work. You know why? Because the goblins are freaking leadership 5. That's why. They failed the swift reform, and I'm not going to make it across the table in time, so I just leave them this way. I'm sick of them. They're stupid. Everything is stupid. And I moved these goblins over here. I don't even remember why. I just did. Magic Fade's got 4 power dice. Go ahead, and here it goes. All 4 dice on the green moon! And he wasted his Dispel Scroll already. So I do it. It goes off. He looks at me and he goes, I'm going to do Scroll of Shielding. And I'm like, what's that? And basically, anybody who gets hit by this spell on this turn gets a 4-up ward. I'm like, fucking A, man. Fucking A. I was about to do it. Through my trolls into his guys. But look how close my Orc Shaman is. My Chicken Rock did go into the slaves because I'm like, whatever, why not? I'm gonna fucking die anyways. Might as well kill some fucking 20-point slaves or whatever it is. So I'm gonna shoot the freaking green moon through. It goes through his whole freaking unit. Takes out a good chunk. That 5-inch template is huge. Takes out a good chunk. Hits like 20, 30 guys or whatever. And in the end, all I killed was like 4. I am not fucking kidding. Let's see. He has like 30, yeah, like 34, and now he has like an even 32. I think I killed 2, guys. 2. Because he fucking ward saved a lot. I did do a wound to those little swarm rats. Oh, man. This is why I moved these guys this way. They were close enough to the Globadiers. I released the Fanatic. I throw the Fanatic uphill, and you know what? The Fanatic doesn't even make it. I think the Fanatic went like 3 inches or something stupid. God damn it. I'm gonna shoot the Web Launcher. Web Launcher shoots up here into his freaking Storm Vermin, because why not, right? Or the Rock Lobber. Ends up killing 3 guys, and I kill the slaves. I overrun with the Chicken Rock like the original plan was. They're 1 less on their weapon skill, but whatever. I already am going to die. Like I said, no matter what, he's going to shoot me on his turn and I'm going to die. So I just wanted to hold him there for a turn. Maybe I could hit him with both units and green moon him again on the following turn. And that's just going to happen. It's going to go ahead and start off turn 5. Vermin Swarm. Turn 5 Vermin Swarm. He's moving up his Globadiers surrounding me. He's moving his other Globadiers towards my War Machines. He's moving up his freaking little rat dudes right there. And basically I kind of chaffed him up or blocked him up on this side a little bit, so he's trying to just move finagle around. He ends up moving like this. He's getting his guys in so he could get the breakthrough points. He's moving his freaking gutter runners so he could just shoot stupid shots into me. And he's keeping his Globadiers where I can't charge because I cannot make it past that gap. Alright, this is how it looks. Magic Phase, he got 5 power dice. He goes ahead and I think he miscasted something. He blew up 2 dudes. Yeah, I think so. No, I take it back. Magic, he didn't do much. Shooting Phase goes. He shoots his Globadiers into the combat, I believe it was, and he ends up killing 2 of his dudes. These guys end up shooting and finally killing off the Chicken Rock. Okay. And these guys are going to start shooting at my War Machine. And what happened here? Why did he lose 1 guy? I don't even know how he lost 1 guy. I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore. I don't know why 1 guy died. Maybe because he marched? I don't know what he did. Anyways. So this is how the table looks. It's going to start off Orcs and Goblins turn 6. And of course he chaffed up my greenskin horde. So I could kill those little fucking rats, whatever they are, the swarms. Okay. What am I talking about? I don't even know if that's what happened. I think it's still Magic Phase. He got Enchanted Blades on these guys. Oh, that's it. He got Enchanted Blades on these guys. I charge in. It's turn 6, Orcs and Goblins. I charge in my Orcs because I might as well take 40 points. I charge in my Trolls because I'm stupid. Why not? I mean, I don't know. Oh, man. And Magic Phase, I got 8 power dice, and I didn't even move these guys. And this is part of my reason. This is part of a bad play by me. This is non-ETC play by me. Is I moved these guys. I didn't move these guys. I didn't think like they were a threat. I didn't think they were going to matter. I didn't think he was going to go for them. I didn't think he was going to try to panic them. And if he is going to try to panic them, they're going to go roll on 3d6. But they're not close enough to my BSB or my general, which was a bad play by me. And I can't move the other ones. Which, anyways, excuse me. Magic, I try to go for a green moon and I fail it miserably. The fanatic went around, didn't matter. That's about it, I believe. I think I didn't have any other close combat spells besides the green moon, so he stopped that one. I tried to do a zap, I believe, but it didn't matter. Close combat is assassin pops. Assassin's gonna come out, do his attacks. And what ended up happening was I know I'm gonna lose combat, but I'm like I might as well try to kill points. So I end up killing his wizard that was right there, and then I end up doing like 4 wounds to his unit. Right? So I got 4 wounds, 5, 6 wounds. He's gonna go ahead and attack, and he does shit. Holy shit. He did a total of killed 4 of my guys. Okay? So to kill 4 you need at least 12 wounds. But you gotta understand, I have armor saves and regen saves. So he probably did closer to 20 wounds. And he still killed 4. Holy shit. I'm going to lose combat. They're stupid. They're going to run this way. It doesn't really matter. He's going to chase me off with something easy next turn. It's going to go ahead and start turn 6 Vermin Swarm. It's basically the end of the game. He's charging in, forces them off the table. He's going to redirect, or he doesn't redirect. He figures if he redirects into my Orcs, that's bad news. He already wasted his magic items off of his assassin. He's going to go into my Orcs. My Orcs will have Steadfast because I am mostly out of the forest. So he just decides he's going to fail charge. And what he then decides is where it's really a smart ETC player goal here. He ends up surrounding my Orcs with everything that can shoot. Anything that can shoot, will shoot, is surrounding my Orcs. It's turn 6. He already got the objective points. And, he basically is going to shoot everything into my Orcs. Now the cool thing about my Orcs is they have the Ironhide banner, which gives them a 5-up ward against shooting. So he is going to try to shoot the crap out of my guys and hope I fail a panic check, so I could lose more points, right? Magic Phase, he gets 5 power dice. He goes ahead and he tries to do a Thunderbolt. I think I stop it. Nope. He ends up doing a Thunderbolt into my Goblins. Okay? Didn't even see this one coming. Threw it into the Goblins. And this is partly because I'm not that veteran of a player, of that experienced of a player. I'm an experienced player, but not that experienced of a player. Where he's picking out my Goblins that were far out of it, not even worried about combat or anything like that. He hits them. He causes enough wounds for me to panic, and those dumbasses. Oh, they passed that one actually. I think that's what it was. But he's like, you know what? Fuck it. He shoots all these guys with the globe eaters into the war machine, kills that war machine. He ends up what did he do here? Shooting other guys. I forgot who he shot at. He shot more guys into my Goblins here, causes them to panic. They run past this unit to cause them to panic. They stick. So I lost another like 90 points right at the end there. 180 points just from the war machine and the unit of Goblins running. So then he goes ahead and he picks apart my unit. He needs to do at least 8 wounds to cause me to panic. And I pass my panic check. He does he did a shit ton of wounds. Everything he's doing is like 3 wounds. And I roll ward saves. I get like 1 or 2 ward saves. He's like, alright, 3 more wounds. I get another 1 or 2 ward saves. And he's like, shit. So he had to do every single shot he had to cause enough wounds for me to panic. And I don't even know if he got it, but either way, he didn't panic my unit. He only killed, it looks like he only killed 7 guys. If he did kill that 8 guy, we rolled it anyways, I believe it was. And my Orcs stuck there. Holy shit. So, that's it. That was the end of the game. Alright? We're adding up points. Now, we're adding up points. I didn't get the objective. He did. He killed my trolls. He killed my goblins. He killed 1 war machine. Okay, he killed both my spiders. All right, so just roughly over 1,000 points. Okay, and my squig hoppers and my 2 characters, so that's like 1,200 points. Okay, I weakened a lot of his units. By weakening his units, I weakened one Doom Wheel where it only had 2 wounds left. I weakened his gutter or his Globadiers where they only had a couple left on each unit. I did kill off his slaves. I did kill off his wizard. I did kill off one Doom Wheel. So with all that said and done, I ended up getting 6 points. After he got the objective, I got 3 points. I was like, holy shit, I got 3 points! Wow! I did not expect that. And he was just like, wow, that's 3 more points than I expected. I was like, I honestly didn't think I was going to get out of here with anything. I really didn't think I was going to get out of here with anything. He's like, yeah. He's like, I thought, it would have been a little bit easier. I think one of the underestimated things was the Orc Horde with the ward save banner against shooting against a Vermin Swarm list, because Vermin Swarms and Sylvan Elves have a hard time dealing with T4 and a 5-0 port against shooting when most of their stuff is shooting. If it was not an ET style list or army or game, I think I would have been a little bit more aggressive trying to get into his horde. I think I played it a little too reserve. I tried to just sit in the corner and just try to conserve points. I think overall, going back on it, I think I should have been more aggressive. I was trying to take advantage of the web launchers, the rock lobbers, the fact that I had 4 freaking ranged spells, that I only got off 1 green moon and a couple evil eyes. I mean, he did a really good job stopping me for the most part. But and again, Craig is a very experienced player, I think in a non-ETC style setup list, if I had my crossbow orcs, I would have been able to pick off those Globadiers way before they even got close enough, which would have caused him an issue if I used the crossbow orcs. If I had Koopa was actually an easy target for a Vermin Swarm army. And again, this is like the 3rd game where it's hard to say Koopa would help in this game versus what happened. But I have had Koopa take out Doom Wheels before. I've had Koopa hold up blocks of slaves before or whatever. He has uses. He would have been able to take out the Jezzails. He would have been able to take out. The only problem here is those Globadiers. Those Globadiers running around scare the crap out of Koopa. It's the truth. It's just the truth. They would be wounding him on 5s. If they could hit him, and I would basically just use him to get all the way around. But if they're shooting at Koopa, they're not shooting at the spiders. Oh no, they're wounding him on 4s. Excuse me, they are wounding him on 4s. They wound everything on 4s. That's the thing. I think I should have used the trolls a little bit more aggressively. Granted, the one turn I was going in, the trolls just decided not to, which is just, oh my god. Yeah, it's rough. It's a rough game to play. Like I said, Vermin Swarm is that one army that's just like every team wanted to avoid it like the plague. Every team wanted to avoid Vermin Swarm because nobody wanted to fight the Vermin Swarm. I got the short end of the stick. I don't blame Chris for giving me the short end of the stick. From a perspective of you're not watching my game. I mean, you guys are watching my games. You guys see what happened on game 1, game 2. You guys see bad rolls happen, But from his perspective, he's like, well, this guy lost 2 matches that he thought he would do okay on. So do we give him somebody who we think he'll do okay on, or do we give him to the one that everybody's going to lose on? And they gave me the one that everybody's going to lose on. I don't know if that's his thought process, but I don't blame him. Overall, yeah, I mean, overall, this is basically how the game went. Game 4, we're going against Latvia. By the way, Craig is a great guy. I got one of his rose dice for England. So everybody's using like flowers and eagles and stuff. I think it's kind of funny. We have a Liberty Bell. If it was up to me, I would just put like a giant chicken on one. Or a fat Koopa. Oh man, no, that's not representative of our country, but you get what I mean. So yeah, Craig's a great guy. He's a good player, and he was hungover like shit during the game, so he was just like there, like, which is awesome. I think that even added to the flavor of our game. And I was just joking around. I knew I was gonna die. I knew I sat in the corner and clenched my ass cheeks. I knew I was gonna die, so I was just making the best of it. I was like, you know what? They don't expect much from me. I don't expect much from me. He doesn't expect much from me. I might as well sit here and do what I can. I'm surprised I walked away with 3 points. That's all I'm saying. Oh man. Yeah. So yeah, the next game we're gonna go ahead and play against Latvia. That's gonna be a fun game. That is actually, I can't wait to put up that battle report for you guys, because that is one of the most epic moments in a game I have ever had, was against my Latvia opponent, and I just can't wait to show you guys what happens. So I don't have the points totaled. Oh shit, I gotta do that still. So you guys will see the points up. I don't have it up right now. Basically, I think the Rock Lobbers took the most points roughly, or maybe the Trolls did. But either way, there wasn't many points taken on my side. I think I got some web launcher kills, and yeah, there wasn't much killed. The Orcs killed like a slave block or some shit stupid. No, the Trolls did. Orcs killed some freaking little like chaff rats. Ah man. Anyways, guys, MVP. It's definitely not the Trolls. They didn't even do their job. They were stupid. A-Rock and Chicken Rock just kind of died. I guess it's the Orc Horde. The Orc Horde gets the MVP just because they kept me 3 points on the table. They didn't let me get all of my points taken, because they're just a giant annoying block. Oh man, guys. Anyways, that's all she wrote. I will see you guys in the next game against Latvia, and that's about it. I'm rambling. All right, guys. If you haven't hit like and subscribe, hit like and subscribe. And if you guys have any comments or feedback, leave it in the comment section below. I always enjoy your comments and feedback. What would Koopa do? Hashtag what would Koopa do? What do you guys think Koopa would have done? Overall, I do think that after this game, after a couple of these games, I kind of feel like I have a better understanding of what I could bring to the table that would be a big difference to the games, period. So this is something that always to think about. Or even how to play differently, how to play this matchup differently. But this is the first time I played a Vermin Swarm ETC list, and it probably won't be the last. We'll find out. We'll see what happens when they end up changing the rules up on everything. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Take care and peace.